Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines. HEDA accuses President Buhari, ministers, others of illegally interfering in contract approval, public procurements. Reps ask Inec to clean up voters' register. Industrial Court issues interim order restraining NLC, TUC from embarking on strike. Again, militias kill 2 persons, injure military personnel in southern Kaduna. On sports, Osim equals Way's record for highest African goal scorer in Serie A. Now the news in detail. The Human and Environmental Development Agenda, EDA, Resource Center and Anti-Corruption Organization has accused the Federal Executive Council of illegal interference in public procurement and contract approval. The organization made this known in a 2-page letter written to President Muhammadu Buhari and signed by its chairman, Olarewaju Suraju. It maintained that due to non-constitution of the council, the Federal Executive Council, headed by President Muhammadu Buhari, has unconstitutionally usurped the duties and responsibilities of the Council. The organization asserted that the importance of the Constitution of the National Council on Public Procurement cannot be relegated as a function of the Council, includes recommending the Director General of the Bureau to President Muhammadu Buhari for an appointment. EDA urged President Buhari to immediately constitute the National Council on Public Procurement in compliance with the Public Procurement Act as a measure to stop the illegal interference of the Federal Executive Council in public procurement and contract approval. The Public Procurement Act 2007 was enacted to primarily curb procurement frauds in government, reduce to the barest minimum politicians' involvement in contract award and procurement, and to ensure accountability in the procurement process itself. EDA further explained that it is important to strictly adhere to the provisions of the Act, noting that the importance of the Constitution of the National Council on Public Procurement cannot be relegated. Part of the letter reads, Your Excellency, Section 1 of the Act establishes the National Council on Public Procurement, and Section 1, bracket 4, gives you the power to appoint the chairman and members of the council. To the next story. The House of Representatives on Thursday asked the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, to clean up the voters' register by removing names of dead people. The resolution followed the adoption of a motion presented by the lawmaker representing Yagba East/Yagba West/Mokpamuro Federal Constituency of Kogi State, Mr. Leke Abejide, at the plenary. Abejide had in his presentation noted that the register was populated with names of dead people. He said the 2023 general elections showed that names of people that passed away several years ago were still in registers and in the voters' register. He said even the name of my own deceased father, who passed a long time ago, was still on display on the board. Apart from dead voters, there are millions of fictitious voters who do not exist anywhere on this planet but have their names on INEC registered voters. It is believed that this was a result of multiple registrations by Nigerians who had or have the intention of rigging elections. However, with the advent of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, these faceless individuals can no longer vote. On his part, the lawmaker representing Ethiopia East Ethiopia West Federal Constituency of Delta State, Ben Igbakba, alleged that palm kernels were used to thumb printing during the registration and voting. He said such fictitious registrations contributed to the state of the voter register. The lawmaker recommended that names of individuals who did votes in 2 election cycles back-to-back should be deleted from the register and made to register again in future elections. To the next story. A national industrial court sitting on Owerri, the Imo State capital, has issued an interim order restraining the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) or any of its agents or affiliates from embarking or continuing to embark on any strike action in Imo State, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice for interlocutory injunctions filed in the suit. An interim injunction signed by Justice Nelson Ogbonaya of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria also restrains the NLC and TUC or any of its affiliates from stopping, hindering, disrupting, or interfering in any manner whatsoever with the provision of services and other work by their members in the civil and public services in Imo State, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction filed in the suit. Justice Ogbonaya ordered the applicant, which is the Imo State government, to serve the originating summons, motions on notice, and other processes in the suit of the defendant, which is NLC and the TUC, along with the interim order granted by publication in any national newspaper circulating in Nigeria in the event that prompt service of court processes and interim order cannot be effected on the trade unions as prescribed under Order 7 Rule 1, bracket 1, H brackets and 2 of the rules of the court before the return of date of further proceedings. The judge, however, set the return date for the court proceedings and hearing of the matter till 11th May 2023. From the east to the north, suspected Fulani militias on Thursday evening attacked and killed 2 people in Gora Bafei Atiap Chindam in Zengokata, local government area of Kaduna State. Report has it that 1 military personnel and a civilian were also injured and are presently in the hospital receiving treatment. The president, Atiap Community Development Association, Dr. Samuel Achie, while narrating the incident, said that the invaders attacked the military personnel, keeping surveillance in the village, leading to the loss of lives. According to him, we are waiting to see what Brigadier General Opurum is going to do after warning both the Atiap, the Hausa, and the Fulani people against carrying out an attack again. He promised to deal decisively with any group of people that carried out any attack again. He explained that the Atiap people, through their monarch, were exploring all means for the sustenance of peace with other tribes within its domain. Achie said those killed will be buried while praying for the recovery of those injured. And to end the news is a sports story. Victor Osim equaled George Weah's record for highest African goal scorer in Serie A after netting in Napoli's 1-1 draw against Udinese on Thursday night. Osim and Weah, a former AC Milan forward who is the current president of Liberia, have 46 goals each. The 24-year-old strike helped Napoli claim the title for the first time in 33 years. Sandro Lobby put the O's in front on 13th minute. Osim then scored a title-sizzling equalizer for Napoli in the 52nd minute. The Nigerian international now holds the record for the most goals in Serie A season by an African player after erasing Samuel Eto'o's old record. The 24-year-old has so far scored 22 goals and provided 4 assists in 27 league appearances for Napoli this season. Congratulations to Victor Osim. That ends the National News this hour from BGI TV Current. Before we go, some major headlines. HEDA, a commission, accuses President Buhari, ministers, others of illegally interfering in contract approval and public procurement. Reps ask Inec to clean up voters' register. Industrial Court issues interim order restraining NLC, TUC from embarking on strike. We also brought to you, again, militias killed 2 persons, injure military personnel in southern Kaduna. And on sports, Osim equals Weah's record for highest goal scorers in Serie A. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. Jumat Mufida and Juma Mubarak to all faithful Muslims all around the world. I am Morire Rabila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.